Happy Friday, Cougars. I'm Max.
And I'm Maddie, and we're back for another week of Cougar News.
Kids in the Kitchen will be taking place on 3 upcoming Saturdays, May 4th, May 11th, and May 18th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
3rd through 6th graders can sign up, and they will learn how to cook easy items, and they get to keep the food they cook for themselves.
You also get a free t-shirt for signing up, and it's $25 to sign up to cook.
You can even go to all 3 Saturdays if you'd like.
Sounds like a lot of fun, kids.
Now, over to Braden and Abe for the weather this week.
Thanks, Max and Maddie. I'm Braden.
And I'm Abe, and this is your weekly weather report.
Now today, it'll be partly sunny with a high of 62 and a low of 48.
Heading into the weekend, Saturday will be pretty cloudy with a high of 61 and a low of 41.
Ending the weekend with Sunday, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 59 and a low of 40. Get some cool temperatures in there, you know.
Monday will be pretty clear with a high of 64 and a low of 48.
Now hopping over to Tuesday, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 64 and a low of 49.
Wednesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 62 and a low of 51.
And finally Thursday, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 66 and a low of 51.
Now back to Max and Maddie with more news.
Thank you, Brandon and Abe, for the weather update.
April is School Library Appreciation Month. In 2021, our library or media center was renovated, and some of the daily procedures have changed. With a full daily schedule, students sometimes have a hard time making it in to the library to check out the books, return books, and learn about everything the library has to offer.
We checked in with Mrs. Shaw and Mrs. Gainey to learn more about the best ways to utilize the library.
When you come to the library to check out a book, you will find your book on the stacks. You just bring it to me, I type it in, I give you a little stamp for your return date, and then you get the book for the next 2 weeks. If after 2 weeks you haven't finished the book, or if for some reason you need to keep it for a little longer, you just bring it back to me and I will renew it for you. To check it back in, you literally just bring it. If I'm not in here, you can just drop it off and I'll type it back in when I get a chance. When you come to the library and you're looking for a book, if you want a fiction book, they will be in the shorter stacks in the middle. If you know the author's last name, they are listed by last name here. So all of the authors ending in OLI to ROI are on this shelf going left to right. If you're in here and you're looking for a magazine and newspaper, you'll find them here on this shelf. On the large shelves around the walls, we have biography books on the very end over here. These are all nonfiction books on this wall. And then on the far wall over there are reference books. Reference books can't be checked out of the library, but you are welcome to come into the library and use them whenever you need. All right, this is our breakout room. We use this room for makeup tests. We use it for meeting with representatives from the military or from our special ed co-op. We also use it for some independent learning classes. And if kids need one-on-one tutoring, this is where they go. It isn't a hangout room. These are our printers. This one's our color printer and it's brand new. If you want something sent to the color printer, you need to either have your teacher send it here or you share it with me and I can print it for you. This is our black and white printer. If you're using this, I suggest you only print 1 copy of whatever you need and you can bring it to me and I can make extra copies on the copier. But he doesn't really like it if we print extra copies. I am your first point of contact for any tech issues that you have. We call this help desk. If you have any issues at all, you bring it to me. And if I can't fix it, I will give you a loaner and we send it on to our tech department. If I'm not in here, or even if I am in here, I do have a sheet with some helpful hints. If you have issues, these fix 90% of the issues that we have.
Now over to Katie with senior interviews.
Thank you, Max and Maddie, and we are back for another week of senior interviews. Who are we here today?
Sydney Sheets.
What are some of your hobbies?
Camping, fishing, hunting.
What is your favorite class?
Welding with Mr. Flint.
And what's one thing you're looking forward to?
Getting out of high school.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Who are we here with today?
Luke Graber.
What are you going to miss the most about high school?
I think I'll miss talking to my friends that I get to see every day and go to class with.
What is your favorite class?
Right now it's English. We get to read books and we always get to watch movies over the books that we read.
And what's one thing you're looking forward to?
I get to go to Vincennes University after this and maybe start a good job of being an electrical technician.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here with Katie Streepy, and I have a few questions for her. So, first one, what's the worst thing about
being a senior?
I'm probably going to have to leave all my friends behind next year.
Okay. And then what are your plans for after high school?
I'm going to open my own business for dog boarding and grooming.
Okay, nice. And what advice do you have for some underclassmen?
Just to do your work on time and get
Do
it
your
done.
work?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Katie.
That's all we have for this week. Now let's head back over to Max and Maddie.
Thank you, seniors.
Prom is coming up in about a week. Students have been preparing since early January to get their tuxes ordered and dress shopping done. Going to prom can be an expensive affair between hair, makeup, and outfits, tickets, and rides to prom. Teens are spending an average of more than $600 on prom.
The tradition began more than a century ago as the simple night of first and started to evolve into an elaborate affair in the 1950s. I'm more of a last-second guy, so I still haven't ordered my tux.
We are not alike. I got my dress in January.
Speaking of that, boys, make sure you have those flowers ordered, and ladies, make sure all of you get your hair, nails, and makeup appointments booked because they'll be filling up fast.
Girls have been preparing for this for months. I'm sure they already have them booked.
Good. We don't want anyone to not be prepared for ND prom.
Now, let's head over to Elsa's Escapades.
Hello everyone, today I am going to interview my host mom Ronetta, so let's get started. My first question for you is, how did you decide that you wanted to become a host family?
Well, when I was in college, I wanted to be an exchange student, and that was because I had met some exchange students in high school, and I really wanted to have a similar experience. So whenever I was a student at IU, I studied abroad and lived in Mexico City.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where it got started.
And what has been your favorite memory just working with exchange students?
Well, I've had a lot of exchange students over the years, either that I've hosted them or helped place them or just had them in class. This is my 30th year of teaching, so I can't even begin to count how many exchange students. So it's hard to say what a favorite memory would be, but I think the main thing is I've had lasting relationships with the exchange students, and of course hosting exchange students where they become part of your family like you are for me, that is priceless, and I just think that it's been the best experience. So not any one specific memory, but several.
And my last question for you is, would you encourage other families to become host families?
Yes, absolutely. I think people should give it a chance. I think they would really enjoy, getting to know the culture of another student. I think also, I was going to say, is that the exchange students, it's really nice that they can give back to the school and the community and where they live. And so, everybody benefits. I always say it's like bringing the world to our school, and it's wonderful way to get to know more about the world whenever we live in such a rural area.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Elsa.
Now let's check in with my boys with Cougar Sports, Berg and Lance.
Welcome back, Cougars, to another edition of Cougar Sports. I'm Lance.
And I'm Bug.
Monday, the boys' golf team played at High Point Country Club against Eastern Green, Vincent's Reveille, and Evansville Christian. Kobe Lowhider was medalist with a 37.
Last Saturday, the softball team had a doubleheader against South Knox, which was a win 6-2. Congratulations to Jody Berry on her 400th career win, and a win over Washington by a score of 10-4. This spring weather has really been affecting the junior high girls softball team, as they have had 2 games rained out within the past week. Last week versus South Knox and last Friday at WRV. Both games were rained out.
Last Friday, the track team went to North Knox to play in the Warrior Invitational. They finished 8 out of the 9 teams there. Nice job.
Tuesday night, the JV baseball team was in a dogfight with Southridge. This game went into 11 innings, and the Cougs ended up coming out on top 14-13. Shout out to them JV Bandits for getting it done. The boys' junior high baseball team had a game last Thursday against North Knox that was rained out. Tuesday, the junior high boys' baseball team put an absolute whooping on the Eastern Green Thunderbirds, 15-6. Good win for the boys. The softball team escaped a narrow game with a victory over Jasper by a score of 6-5. There must have been cloudy conditions across southern Indiana on Tuesday night because the junior high softball girls hosted the B&L Stars and absolutely laid the hammer down, 12-0. Great game, ladies, and keep the train rolling.
The girls' tennis team played in the Sullivan Invitational last Saturday. They came in second overall. Nice job. And Monday, they played at Owen Valley, and they lost 2-3, 1 dubs and 2 singles winning.
The baseball team had a home game scheduled for last Friday versus Northeast DuBois. However, the rain had other plans. Monday, the boys traveled to Evansville to take on Evansville Christian and came away with a fat win, 7-0. They are currently 3-1 on the season. The JV baseball team had a game scheduled last Thursday on the road at Vincennes Lincoln. However, rain.
And that's all for this week, folks.
Indeed it is. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you animals right back here next week on Cougar News. Now back to Max and Maddie.
Thank you, Doug and Lance. Now we're to Billy the Joke of the Week.
Who are we here with?
Mrs. Gainey.
We got a joke for you. You ready?
Yes, I am.
How does Moses make coffee?
He brews it.
You got it. It's great.
Thank you, Baden. On Monday, April 15th, there's a call-up meeting for anyone interested in high school cheerleading. The cheer team for the 2024-2025 school year will have new coaches, Krista McBride and Ashley Guerrero. Cheer tryouts will be May 18th from 1 to 4 p.m. And if you missed the meeting and you're still interested in becoming a cheerleader next school year, contact one of the coaches. And there's also a flyer by the high school office you can pick up and scan for more information.
Let's switch gears with announcements for this week. Post-prom will be held from 11:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the high school cafeteria and the main gym on Saturday, April 27th. A meeting for attendees will be held during ELT on Wednesday, April 24th. T-shirts will be distributed at this time. Prom will be held Saturday, April 27th in the auditorium with Grand March beginning at 6:30 p.m. in the high school gym. There will be no school on Friday, April 26th. This is one of our snow makeup days that we did not use this year. Oakland City University's graduation ceremony will take place on Saturday, May 4th at 11 a.m. in the Johnson Center. The Senior Awards program is slated for Sunday, May 5th beginning at 2 p.m. in the auditorium. Business casual attire is appropriate for this event. The music department's spring concert will take place in the auditorium on Thursday, May 9th at 6:30 p.m. That's it for this episode of Cougar News. We will see everyone next week. Have a great weekend.
Roll Cougs.